And whoever said pigs couldn't fly, they were wrong, I tell you. They were wrong! Hello everybody, Sibling Power here. And today, I am back with a new mod showcase and an old face. Familiar face to some of you. Scientist Mark. He has not been in videos for a long time, and he's got a security drone here to defend him because his lab was destroyed when my old computer broke, and his lab file was on that. So yeah, his lab's still destroyed. I haven't yet rebuilt you a lab. Yeah, I have to get on that. Since I'm the only one in this world who can build, because your limbs are fused together, and this guy is just lazy. So, yeah, well, I haven't told you what mod we're doing today. The mod is the Gravitational Science mod. This is a mod Mark decided to show me because it has stuff to do with science, and he likes science. And you may notice these blocks. You'll notice all those weird setups I got going on here. And this is all for demonstration purposes. So, Mark, you just sit back. You take in the data and put it on your laptop because, you know, that wasn't destroyed. And we're going to get to the mod. So, the Gravitational Items mod adds approximately two things. It adds blocks and it adds one piece of gear. And that gear is very important. Because you don't want to use this stuff without it. Well, you do sort of want to use this stuff without it. Depends on what you use this stuff for. And yes, I'm in creative mode because anyway, I've activated my powers that Tom gave me. Yeah, have you ever met Tom the Sorcerer? Oh, you don't believe in magic. Okay, it exists. I can use it, see? Anyway. Let's get to the mod crafting recipes. And these are the blocks it adds. It adds 6 blocks. And it mainly revolves around gravitators. And so yeah, gravitator makes sense. And the gravitator will essentially disable all gravity around it, and so things float slowly upward. And the crafting recipe for that is just 4 iron, a compass, 4 iron, a compass, and redstone. And all gravity within 12 blocks of the thing is disabled. So there's my gravitator right there. I'll show all this stuff off later. Next we have the attractor. And it reverses gravity to pull in on itself. So it's like a giant magnet for all mobs. And that requires 4 redstone, a compass, and 4 iron. And you will get, it's just essentially an upgraded version of this. It has 3 more redstone. And then there's the repulsor, which is actually replaces the iron and the redstone. It's sort of like making, these are sort of like making magnets. You're just switching stuff out. And this will actually repulse. It will do the opposite of the attractor. It will push things. And all 3 of these blocks have directionals, which means that it only does it on one side. You'll notice that part is missing. And so for the directional gravitator, it's a compass, 1 redstone, and 2 iron. Well, why am I doing that? Then for the directional attractor, it's 3 redstone, 2 iron, and a compass. And for the directional repulsor, it's 3 iron, 2 redstone, and a compass. So yeah, that's all the blocks that this mod adds. And these are the blocks right here. So this is the gravitator. All of these have very bland textures. This looks like something you could put in like a Portal. This looks like something from Portal. Yeah, it does, because look at all these bland textures. That's why I put them on iron blocks, because they're bland too. This is the directionals, and the directionals only affect in the direction this face is, and the rest of these are pointless. They're like iron stuff in the way. That's why I put these with blocks in between, so I could show off the textures from all sides, whereas these guys, it's just a repetitive texture all the way around. And of course, there is that one armor that I told you about, gravity boots. Hit R on those, and that's 2 iron and 2 attractors. If you forget the attractors, that's the attractor. And the gravity boots are essentially make you immune to any effect of all of these. So you're gonna be essentially normal the entire time. And the reason you want that is because you don't want to be building a mob trap using one of these and get yourself pulled into the death. That would not be good. So yeah, we're gonna put on the gravity boots. Or actually no, I'll show off some of these without the gravity boots. But first, we're gonna show them off with these testing materials right here. We've got our test subjects and our redstone and lever, because everything here is affected by, everything here requires redstone to work. And essentially the gravitator, in its most basic form, will turn gravity off. I am not flying at all. You don't fly this slowly up anyway. But if you look here, I'm just floating, and you stop once you're 12 blocks above it. It only affects, as I said, 12 blocks, so yeah, you could probably die from this height, so that would not be very good. I actually cannot fly down against its current. Wait, I can fly down against its current. But as soon as I touch the ground, my fly stops, and yeah, it's not easy. It makes it hard to fly down. And that's why the gravity boots are here. As you can see, I'm walking around normally. The gravitator is on. See, it actually emits light. So if I go into time set at night, thank you. The gravitator actually emits light. Actually, all of these. As you can see, it's emitting light, and when I turn it off, everything here goes dark. Because, as I said, all these emit light. And so now we're going to get to some test subject spawning. And this is essentially what one thing the gravitator is good for. And that is it lifts all of the mobs up, and these pigs only have 10 health, which means that 12 blocks will actually kill them the drop. So as you can see, these pigs are flying. Oh, okay. That sounded weird. Okay, but as you can see, the pigs are flying. They don't know what to do. And then you just turn it off, and you get a lot of food, because they all die from the fall damage. And I guess that's one good thing the gravitator is good for. Put it in the middle of your pig pen, and when you want to kill everything in there, just wait to click it on, wait a couple seconds for the rise. And, yeah. Are you collecting all this data? Your machines actually work for once. You should be collecting that data. And the next thing is the attractor. And I should note something about all of these blocks. Like, every one of these things acts the same way. It follows the same rule of redstone as a dispenser, which means that you have to have the redstone going straight into it for it to work, as you can see. This redstone does not work. And it also works with redstone going above it. So yeah, all the rules of a dispenser, essentially. It also works with various things like repeaters. And so yeah, we're gonna move on to the attractor, and what the attractor does is, if we throw some test subjects, like just outside, way further away from the actual thing, it will pull all of them inward into a writhing ball of pig and bacon. Oh my god. For some reason it does fall damage. So, yeah. Oh my. What am I doing? I've I launched it. Yeah, this is fun. If you flick this on and off, it like launches things. That's cool. Things launch. I notice that sometimes stuff disappears and then I see it falling from the sky, so sometimes the launch can go a bit crazy. Oh my god. Yeah. So we have just led way to many death pigs. And we're getting a lot of bacon. I should really be cooking this. Furnace. I'm gonna need an ever-expanding source. Here, Tom. Yeah, Tom, just watch this. Just watch it. Okay, as you can see. So Tom's gonna oversee that. Are you gonna make sure you oversee that? We don't need this whole thing burning down. And yeah, guys, that was the tractor. That is pretty much all that does. Oh, they know it's coming. How are you not hurt at all? I died. Okay, we're gonna go put the rest of the bacon in the cooker. Tom, watch the bacon. And move on to the repulsor, which is the exact opposite. That's all that it really is. So this time we're gonna spawn the test subjects in all really close and clenched up to it, and they're gonna be pushed away from it. You can't really demonstrate this over and over again unless you spawn more. And now they're in. So essentially, if you spawn one on top, however, and you click the lever, that was not a good idea. Now if we click the lever, boom, he gets launched into the air. So that's one good thing about it, and that is it can launch stuff into the air. And as with any of these, if I was not wearing these gravity boots, I would be sucked in and can't move. I literally can't even fly away from this. I'm trying to fly and it won't let me. So yeah, you're affected by the rules of that, and with the gravity boots you are affected. Oh, you can jump fences if you're not wearing the gravity boots, because it like lifts you an extra block. So yeah, make sure you don't have that on all the time. And finally, we come to the last demonstration area, and what is with the random bacon in places? Tom, or not Tom, Mark. Forgetting names. Mark, you need to be watching this. We got a lot of bacon cooking. And as with, I'm going to show off these directionals, but I'm only going to show off one of them because they all work pretty much like the blocks. Rain, toggle, downfall, stupid rain. I could go weather set too, but you know, actually I'm going to go time set. 0. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna come to the last bit of the mod showcase, and that would be the directional. Both these directionals work. All of the directionals work the exact same way as the normal blocks do. Like the directional repulsor will push things away in a certain direction, and the directional attractor will pull things from a certain direction. So we're gonna put one pig on each side. And I'll show you that the direction is pointing at this pig. So that pig's gonna lose its gravity, but this one will not. Essentially everything in front of the block that way will lose its gravity, whereas everything on the other side will be perfectly fine. And that's pretty much how all directional stuff works, and it only literally works within those blocks right there, which means that the pig does not maintain its gravity like this way, like when he gets into that block. And and this actually makes me wonder. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put 4 up here. I'm going to take some blocks and I'm going to make them. I wonder if this still follows the same rule. Hold on, I'm in the zone. I know this is a mod showcase, but I'm going to show a little build right here. Okay. I feel like... Okay, I feel like this could work. Now, if I was to take some redstone repeaters and stick these right there, do all the directionals come on? Apparently, do they? They all do. Well, that's weird because they actually seem to transmit power through them. So that's a good way to use your directionals, people. And I wonder if these directionals, since they go in straight lines rather than rather than all around if they affect more than 12 blocks. I'm going to wonder if it's like perpetual up. And as you can see, those pigs are now floating upward, and will they float only 12 blocks? What? Oh, yep, it's still 12 blocks, guys. The directionals still only work in 12 blocks, but they only work in straight lines forward. So yeah, I guess that's all this mod has to show. We've got pigs floating all over the place. We're gonna put more pigs in this one. I feel like we want to end this with as many pigs in the air as possible. So we're gonna there we are. We're gonna turn that one on. All those pigs are floating up. Those pigs are floating. Yeah, so this has been the Gravitational Science mod. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you enjoy the mod. This is definitely a fun mod. This is not so much even like us help you in survival a lot. This is called I want to have fun with Minecraft. And so I put in mod that makes things float mod. That's the kind of mod this is. Oh, the food's done. So yeah, we're gonna eat this food actually. So while me and Tom or Mark here, I keep forgetting names. So while me and Mark and security, you're a robot, you can't eat. So while me and Mark here eat the bacon that has been cooked, I'm gonna leave you guys to go and enjoy this mod. I hope you enjoyed the video. A like and subscribe would be appreciated, and I will see everybody in the next video. A goodbye, everyone.